What's up, boys? It's the Nostalgic Gaming Channel, back at it again with your new favorite series, Fable Friday. Here we go, part 2 of the evil playthrough of Fable. As you can see, we've already earned an achievement. It's the basic one for beating the tutorial, right? But we're gonna take it anyways. We're gonna look through a couple of these. I'll get that pretty quick, dressed like an assassin. I did this for Chivo. Okay, that's an interesting one. You have to wear a wig and use a crossbow. There's no spoon. Hey, that's a shout out to Age of Empires, right? There is no spoon cheat code there. But let's get back out of the achievements and let's get right back into the game. If you guys don't remember, we just smoked that apprentice in a foot race. Here's a quick recap. Hopefully you have the chance to do it again.
You're the most arrogant, that's for sure.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you, and the search is a mystery. Standing on my feet, it's so hard when I try to be me. Whoa, deja vu, I just been in this time before. Higher on the beat, and I know it's a place to go. Calling you, and the search is a mystery. Standing on my feet.
This time we're going much faster now. We hit those corners, we hit the drift. Turning, we're going, we're turning and burning. No one's gonna stop us. We're coming in. We're not gonna make the same mistake as last time. We're coming in for the dubs. We're getting down to crunch time. And boom, roasted.
That's amazing. How did... I'm fast as fuck, boy.
There's no way he was
Still
beating us
fast as
there.
fuck, boy.
Let's make sure we
Come
brag.
get some.
Big deal. Running's for idiots anyway.
Back to your regularly scheduled
He
program.
lives upstairs. Best stay away though. He's a scary man.
The journey's length is of no consequence. The Oracle must be protected.
How can you be so sure? We might need you here. Who knows what battles we might face?
The signs are too strong to ignore, and the Northern Wastes have been too long isolated from the Guild. There is much I may learn there.
Well, I hope nobody thinks you're running away from a fight, trying to cheat death again. You know how people talk.
Talk is of no matter to me. May death close his eyes to you, Maze.
What are you waiting for?
Hey, how did you
Come
know I
in.
was there? Other than
That was Scythe. He was a great hero once, back when he had flesh on his bones and blood in his veins. He's just a shell now. What does he know of the choices we have to make, of what it takes to get things done?
yeah, Mace wasn't super friendly here. I'd say he's a nice guy because he saved us.
No, boy. You're supposed to report to the Guildmaster, not me. You can always find out where he is by looking at your map.
But Maze is kind of spooky with those like lines on his face, right? He's kind of creepy. You know who those suit of armors remind me of? It's the Elric brothers, right?
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
It's like a big Full Metal Alchemist cosplay. Every time I see a suit of armor, I think about Full Metal Alchemist. Particularly Brotherhood, unless you're a fan of
I like this part of the guild. The cloisters are so
the General Full Metal
quiet.
Alchemist, the first one. They're both goated with the sauce. I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood takes the cake, though. It's probably best anime of all time, in my humble opinion. If you don't like it, leave a comment below and tell me what's better. But I'll tell you why you're wrong. So we're just going through and paying respect to all these fallen heroes and looking at where one day we'll be buried, except for we're going to be a big old villain.
I'm going to be buried here when I die. If I don't make it home first.
That's pretty presumptuous of Whisper, too, to think she's going to take that spot there. We're about to show her what's up.
That showed you, didn't it?
So now we begin the training arc of the series. This is where we get to go through and practice our basic skills, practice our combat, our
You
magic,
finally prized yourself from your pillow, I see.
our
Come
archery.
on then. Let's see what you're capable of.
No, Not yet, old man. The future is now, and we're going to collect all these apples. Because there's an apple pie to be baked. And this is a chest where if you find a bunch of silver keys hidden throughout the land, you get to open it up, and they usually have very valuable, very precious items in them. So it's very beneficial to find the hidden keys. And there used to be a glitch in the old Xbox version. And I think I've already talked about the demon doors, but you open them
Your
up
path is dark.
through different
Only
riddles.
a light will reveal it, and you are not bright enough.
You open them up with different riddles, and it's super cool. Like, it's a little puzzle, and each of them requires something different. Each of them requires something cool. But the silver keys, there used to be a glitch where you could just keep finding them. Because they're pretty difficult to find, and there's only like a certain amount, set amount throughout the whole area. So when you find them, it's a major benefit. All I do is win no matter what. Alright, let's go into the Guild Woods. Let's go check it out, see if there's anything over there for us to grab or snatch or, find. If you guys look right here, you see that little circle there in the water? As all good games have, there's a fishing mini game in Fable, right? We can't do it yet because we're still in the tutorial section, but name a good game that doesn't have a fishing tutorial. I'll wait. And I'm going to keep waiting because ain't no way you guys can name one that doesn't have a fishing tutorial. Go ahead, leave it in the comments below. I'll tell you why you're wrong. I'll wait. Alright, while we got those apples, before we get going and we get pushing forward, let's go turn in and make that apple pie for that lady.
Have you found those apples for me? Thanks. Thank you so much. The Guildmaster will get his pie. Here, have this.
I was gonna say, give us a pie. I want a pie. I'd be the type of person that you smell the pie and you kind of drift out. If it's in the window, you follow your nose and you just kind of fly there, following the scent, enjoying that delectable, delicious pie. Pie. And now we get back to it. We get back to business. We get back to actual
Come on, then.
work.
All right, lad.
We
it's
meet
time
we
to see if
the
you've any
Guildmaster.
potential. Get in the ring.
And he wants us to step in the ring.
Now then,
Who
I
are we
want
gonna
you to
fight?
hit that dummy
Jake Paul?
as hard as you can.
Logan Paul?
Just keep going till
It's
I tell
every
you to
day,
stop.
bro. We can't stop. And obviously we don't condone
You're not
violence.
making much of an impact there, are you? Here, try with this.
We don't condone violence in real life, even if it is towards Jake Paul. And he's a boxer. So don't go out and fight him if you see him. Just because you saw this video, do not do it. Unless Jake Paul wants to step in the ring with me, we'll take him. We'll take him. We'll sign up for that celebrity boxing.
Ah, now that's more like it. When you destroy an enemy like this dummy, it drops an experience orb. These orbs contain the knowledge gained from killing the creature. It's very important that you collect these orbs, or you won't learn anything. Now pick it up.
So you can pull the experience orbs towards you using the R button.
Well done, lad. Now then, tomorrow we'll... That's the guild alarm. Sounds like there might be something loose in the woods. This is a good opportunity to test your spirit. I'll wait for you at the guild woods entrance while you deal with the problem. Once you're done, we can talk about starting your training.
So picking up the orbs works, and this is just a melee combat. You can also do a boast later, and I'll tell you about that once we get to it. But picking up the orbs is kind of jank sometimes where it works and it doesn't work. And you'll see a short little bit later why it didn't work in this case. But overall, it's a pretty good system. Depending on the type of attack you use, you get a certain type of experience orb as well as general orbs. So if you use a lot of melee attacks, you get more melee orbs. If you use a lot of range attacks, you get more range attack orbs. Same with magic, and it's a pretty cool system here. And they pit us against the most dangerous enemy of all, Mother Nature and insects. Wilderness. Oh, dodge roll. Dark Souls. Be careful, it's a Souls-like. clickbait the title with newest Souls-like. Just kidding, boys. Or maybe not. Hey, Iron Pineapple, if you see this, make sure that you rate the Souls-like. And we took a little bit of damage, but, you know, we ended up dispatching those beetles pretty quick, pretty dangerously, right? As we get through with our dodge roll. But we'll go through. We've done everything we can in our childhood, including, except for now we've laughed. We'll do everything we have done or can do in our childhood, and then we'll continue progression. So now that we've gone through everything...
Good work, lad. Those beetles can be a damn nuisance. Here, I think you've earned yourself some pocket money for that. If you want more gold, I'm sure the servants could use your help with something. Or you can get an early night.
So it gives us the opportunity to finish up our training.
When you're ready.
And I remember to myself that I've already helped out the people, the servants, with the apple pie, which is kind of like the little mini quest you could do here. You can't really do anything else. You can't test your archery. You can't test your magic. You could go fight the dummies a little bit more, but that's about it for your childhood, and it's about the time to move on to the next stage of our life. So I get back to Maze, and let's go.
About to begin.
Not Maze, the Guildmaster.
The guild was now the boy's life. The memory of the Oakvale flames still scorched his mind, but soon he had no thought other than training, and he became stronger and more agile with every passing year. His days were filled with grueling exercises, the nights with study in the library. Finally, he was ready to become a guild apprentice, just as Maze had foreseen. The real training was about to begin.
Get out of bed, lazy bones. We were supposed to meet the Guildmaster on the other side of the river, but that was an hour ago. We better get going. Race you there.
Oh, is this another racing montage here? Do you guys need another reminder of what happens when I race? Ain't no way I'm losing a Whisper.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh, that's such a classic meme, though. Why are you running? Why are you running? That's such a classic meme. I had to throw that in there, go to it with the sauce. But like I said, there's no way Whisper stands a chance. I'm the fastest in the entire Heroes Guild here. I've already demonstrated that on one occasion, and it's already been clipped at the front of the montage of this video here.
Wait again.
And we're faster than Whisper.
You can
obviously.
put that old stick away. We'll begin training with real weapons now. Get used to the weight of this sword, and let's see if you can hit Whisper with it.
And let's hope that I don't actually cut off my finger or my hand by accident, considering I've never wielded an actual sword before here. Or I don't fall and impale myself.
Let's see what you've got, farm boy.
Yeah, she calls you farm boy a lot. It's not very nice. But we're gonna get some rolls in, we're gonna get some attacks.
Is that the best you've got?
And on this one, Whisper just defends, so we just spam attack, right? She'll jump around or whatever, but she's not gonna attack you
Now pay
back.
attention. What I'm about to teach you could well save your life one day. The life of a hero is a dangerous one, and you must learn to block your enemy's attacks if you expect to live long. Whisper will try to hit you, but you can block her attacks with your sword. Not all blows can be blocked, but you should be able to handle anything Whisper can throw at you.
Is that a diss on Whisper? Or is that a shout out to me? And we'll get into it. And literally all you have to do in this one
Her attacks through.
is hold block. And I attack because I'm a doofus, but literally all you have to do, and you can block from any direction.
I'll hit you next time.
And we roll around,
Well
we
done.
take the hits.
Now let's see if
But
you
when
can
are we gonna get
combine
some
attack
actual training
and
here?
defense.
There we go, attack and defense.
Ah, hello, Thunder. Come to check on your sister's progress, have you?
You could say that. Whisper told me you've got her training with some farm boy.
Maze thinks the boy has great potential.
Enough to keep up with my Whisper. Ha!
Well, why don't we see? Whisper and the boy are just working on their melee skills now. All right, children. Let's see who has learnt the most in their training. This will be a no-holds-barred duel, just like your final melee test. Prepare yourselves.
You know we're gonna destroy Whisper, right? Look at that drop kick, automatic miss. And you see, since I'm using melee, I'm getting melee experience there. It's adding up every time I attack. Fortunately, blocking does nothing for you, so we just go straight for the
That's
offense.
all wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two. Keep training if you want to go there yourself one day.
I could have beaten him if you hadn't stopped us.
We have few enough heroes as it is, without the two of you tearing each other apart in training.
Speaking of which, meet me as I make my way to the archery range, when you're ready to continue your lessons.
Oh, and about your melee performance. Very good, lad. Keep fighting like that and you'll go far.
I'm glad I got a very good. I don't know if he can give us a perb, but we definitely destroyed Whisper.
Then
We could
meet
have done a
me
little
by
bit
the
better,
archery range to continue your training.
but we destroyed Whisper.
Oh,
It's kind of cool. Her brother's
Master.
name is Thunder,
Training any
right?
nicely on there.
And he's the arena champion. We'll see him later. Don't think he's a one-off character. He's popping back in later. A little spoily. He's popping back in. And we want to chase this guy because he's the melee instructor, right? And little does he know, we're the fastest recruit in the entire Heroes Guild. So we're going to catch him. And we're going to make him give us a test. So we can demonstrate our prowess.
Any apprentice is right. This melee combat against Whisper counts. Right, let's get Whisper and you in the ring. Same rules as before. I have a special prize for you if you manage an A+. All right, you can stop
Flawless
now.
victory.
That was very impressive. Whisper should be ashamed. A+. That grade means I can award you a new weapon.
Sometimes you just gotta dunk on Whisper, you know? Sometimes you just gotta do it to him. And that's what I did. I did it to him. Literally no hit, no damage, straight victory. But what do you expect? Anything less from the NGC? The highest level gameplay you've probably ever seen playing Fable 1? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, unless you played it yourself. Even then, that was pretty epic.
Right, this... Okay, come back when it...
I couldn't find the weapon, so I went to see if it was still there, but little did I know I clicked it too fast, so it didn't actually load in yet into my inventory. But there it is, my iron katana. I mean, it's a little bit better than the actual sword. It's not much better. But hey, a dub's a dub, and we take
Are
dubs.
you ready for your archery training? Let's continue our training with the bow.
And trust me, longbows are much better than crossbows in this game. I'm going to get a crossbow if I end up
To begin
beating...
with, see if you can hit the 3 stationary targets.
And put some effort into it. The longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage you will cause.
But make sure you stay within the circle.
If I end up beating the test, I'll end up getting a crossbow, but crossbows are just so slow.
Now fire the arrow.
So this
The
one,
longer you pull back the string, the more powerful your shot will be.
for melee, you have to press for me, it's square because I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller.
Oh dear. Try
And
pulling the string back further
for-
for more power.
arrow, it's triangle because I'm using the PS4 controller. So
Well done! You hit all the targets. Unfortunately, most foes don't stand still. So let's see how you fare against moving targets. You have a minute to score as many points as you can. The front target is worth 1 point, the middle one is worth 3, and the one at the back will score you 9 points.
And remember, the longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage the shot will cause.
More damage means more points, but you have to balance power firing rate, and accuracy. Let's see what you can do.
I'm a bit of a sniper myself. And let's get into it. As soon as we shoot this first arrow, the competition is on, and we missed. And we missed. And we hit one, but we didn't get almost any points. So we want to hit the one in the back, because that's what gets you the most points. And every time, the more power you put into it, the more points you get. So as you see, I hit the back one, but I didn't put a lot of power into it.
Headshot.
When I hit that one, I got a much more power.
Headshot.
Double kill, triple kill, overkill, kill-tacular, kill-trocity, Kilimanjaro, kill-tastrophe, kill-pocalypse, killionaire, killing spree, killing frenzy, running riot, rampage, untouchable, invincible, inconceivable, unfreaking believable.
Just in case you guys didn't know, that's like the whole Halo gambit of the double kill, triple kill, quadra kill. And I ended up with over 300 points there, which is fantastic. I don't end up doing any better.
And I'll be most impressed.
Spoiler alert, I don't do any better. When I try it over and over again, and I can't get that much. I just went goated with the
we
sauce.
will learn about the ways of the will.
Speak to me when you're ready to continue with your training. I'll be heading to the island by the waterfalls.
For all those young memesters and zoomers, I end up hitting the gritty, as you guys would call it, on that round, and I don't do any better, but that's pretty good. I think my highest ever I got was like 600 something, and that's because I just headshotted the back one every single time. As you can see, locking on is not very effective unless they're coming straight at you. If they're strafing, or they're not walking straight at you, that's literally useless as a lock-on feature. It's much better to aim, and you could double zoom. I forgot about that. You could get that double zoom a baby. He's not happy to see me. He's not ready to take the test
skill
yet.
grader.
He said, "Get out of here. You're not testing on my watch."
Archery grading. Any apprentice? Now the guildmasters asked me to grade everyone's archery skills.
Oh, now he's ready to
And
grade.
if you get an A+, you've got 1 minute, starting when you fire your first shot.
And we try it again, and let's see. All I want is to win the prize, right? And I think I'm going to miss his first shot here. Okay, I hit the one in front. 356. That's insane. That's my record. That's pretty good. Try and beat it. If you can, let me know. I'd be surprised if you could, though, because that's pretty freaking epic. See, the tricky part is you want to catch them really when they're bouncing back, but I keep hitting the one right in front. And to compensate, I'm launching it too early. It's very hard. You don't see me really launching it too late, and trying to hit him in between the rock is probably not the right play. And then I end up hitting the front one because he's going too slow. Get that guy to move. Okay, passing 100, breaking 100 is good, right? I'm not disappointed by that, but I'm a little bit disappointed, especially with my previous run in mind. So I did this a couple times after. I won't bore you guys with it, so I'll skip it, but we'll get straight to the way of the will. I never ended up being 356, but I ended up trying it with the crossbow. Crossbow's way too slow. Don't ever use a crossbow.
I've never seen any better than that. You got an A+. The guildmaster said if anyone shot brilliant, I could award them this. Whew, that was some fancy shooting.
A crossbow does give a bunch of damage.
That was superb.
But it takes so long to load, you barely get any shots off. But you get more points for the more damage you do, so I would imagine you get more points. You'd probably have to hit less shots.
Fancy shooting.
But it's not even something that I tried. And then we come over here and we find out the guy that gives us our first evil quest, right?
I need someone to kill the sparrows nesting around the guild. Those damn sparrows are making a right mess of the guild. Just look at them. I'll pay you 5 gold for every one you kill.
Ooh, 5
Just
gold.
come and see me every time you kill another one.
So this is not a nice quest, right? This is one of those quests that the evil people do. It automatically gives you evil points for doing it. Because killing a helpless sparrow like that's not a nice thing to do, right? But you know what, we're gonna do it because we're a bad guy. Yeah, we made that joke again. So the trick to this mission is if you just use the hold on lock feature, because the sparrows are kind of hard to see, right? And as you can see, I got evil points and I'm getting experience. They're kind of hard to see. So if you hold the lock on feature, you can see where all the sparrows are. The only problem is if you're not careful,
Killed any of the blighters yet?
you could end
Good.
up killing
More of the There are
or
still
attacking
more out
a normal person, and then you automatically are in a fight. And I don't really know what would happen because I don't attack people in the guild for that reason. I don't want to get kicked out before my mission even starts. I'm sure you'd be definitely scolded and reprimanded and probably beaten up and killed. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to attack people in the guild. See, it gives, if you're not careful, it gives you the outline to hit people. But if you're careful, you'd be able to find all the sparrows with relative ease. And they're not particularly hidden either. But they're at least in, some of them are in, they're kind of tricky to see, right? They're little dark spots on the screen. And some of them are kind of easy, like on the rooftop.
You really showed Whisper.
Or on the hedges. But there's a couple of them that are kind of hard to find. It looks like I may have gotten them all already. I should probably check back in with the guy. Unless there's, oh, there's one on top of the servants' quarters, hidden. And I don't really see any other ones. But yeah, I mean, it's not a nice thing to do, but hey, on this one, we're doing an all-evil campaign, so be prepared. If that hurts your heart and your
Good.
stomach,
More
be
of the
prepared.
I think that's the last of them. Here's a little bonus.
Because it only gets worse from here. It only gets worse. And don't worry, we'll play a nice guy playthrough next. In case you guys want to see the righteous
That was some
outcome.
fancy shooting. Now the
And we're
guildmaster's
going to
asking.
skip this because I do a couple more archery
You've got
challenges,
one-
and I'm sure you guys will want to see me try it 3 more times. And actually, I did better than I remember. I ended up getting 300.
You got an A+. Whew, that was some fancy
Still, I didn't beat
shooting.
my record.
You really showed Whisper.
But 300's not bad. And here we go, boys. This is where we end up becoming a whiz-biz.
There's
This is
just
going
the
to show
will
you
left to look.
magic.
It's time to learn about will powers. We'll begin by striking these straw dummies with lightning. All right, let's see what you've got.
I'm about to drop my ultimate move, the lightning blade. You guys are about to see some magic, some wizardry, some memes, everything that your heart can desire. Okay, admittedly, lightning is a little bit underwhelming from the looks of
That's it. See how many you can hit in half a minute. Only attack dummies that are facing the center of the island. You won't get any points for hitting one on the back. You'll only waste valuable mana. Using your will powers depletes your mana, and once used, it takes time to replenish.
So we're gonna take Mazzy's little test here, and we're gonna zap as many dummies as we can. I messed up, and I started with the middle one, so that way I had to go all the way to the side. And as you can see, they only turn at. Oh, I almost zapped Maze. That wouldn't have been good. I'm pretty sure I've done that before, and he's not happy about it. He doesn't get too mad, but he doesn't like it, obviously, being zapped. Since this is the warm-up, it's not that big a deal that I'm not zapping them all. Once we get to the test, I have the technique perfected. In fact, you can say I'm charging up.
Excellent use of magic. Well done.
And we don't want to repeat our training.
Lad. You have learnt the 3 hero disciplines. We can now move on to your final test if you're ready. Or you can spend some more time exploring the guild. I believe Whisper is about to go into the Guildwoods, if you wish to join her.
And we're not going to skip right into adulthood. We're going to continue messing around here,
Very
and
well.
we're going to pass that
I'll
test.
be in the map room when you're ready to continue.
There ain't no way I'm not going to pass this wizardry test, right? And then we'll do our first quest with Whisper over there. I guess it's not really our first quest because we already killed the beetles. And we did the apple pie. And we killed the birds. But it's kind of like a progression quest where you kind of actually get to use everything you learned and bring it into full circle. And no matter how much I zap this dummy and how much I beat the crap out of him with my bow and my sword, he doesn't want to disappear like that other one. The other one died by a stick. You see that guild trainer taking his time walking over. Like, bro, we got things to do. Get yourself over here. Yeah.
Any apprentices need will training?
I need will training. I'll take your test. But apparently I learned how to do the Russian dance there. I guess it's called the Cossack dance. Can't do that in real life. I'd break my knees.
You've got 30 seconds once there's a special prize for A+.
This guy seems very nice. But he doesn't even know we're about to go even further.
You're going to love this. Trust me. What you're seeing now is my normal state. This is a super thing. And further beyond!
That's astonishing. Bloody hell, A+. The Guildmaster said to award these items to anyone who excelled at the will test.
I hope you guys enjoyed a little stereo saying there. And we're going to take that will potion. And we're not going to need a resurrection vial. We're not using that at all throughout this game. And it looks like my mana is slowly recharging itself.
Really
That's
showed
good.
Whisper.
But this is, as PewDiePie would say, a no-death run. And we're not dying.
Come on, let's hunt beetles.
Alright, I can hunt more beetles than you, Whisper. I've already proven to myself that I'm stronger. I can go even further beyond.
The beetle nest is just at the top of the...
Uh-oh.
Wait. Did you hear that? It's coming from over there. Bandits. If only we could get across that stream. I know. Why don't you use your bow? Or some of that lightning the Guildmaster taught you? I'll heal you if you get hurt.
I hate how it automatically gives you the opportunity to hit your friendly. As you can see, the little yellow means I'm getting more bow experience. And the combat multiplier is now 3, so every time you attack, your combat multiplier goes up. So I'm getting more bow and more lightning experience.
We did it! Did you see the look on their faces? Wait till the Guildmaster hears about this.
So now that my combat multiplier is higher up, I get more experience every time I attack. So this is what I was talking about, a little bit of the jank with the experience orbs. They get stuck over there and they can't come across the water, so I can't get them. Which is fine, because I got more from attacking them than I did probably from killing them. Especially because I got a 5 combat multiplier. We didn't take any hits. If you take hits, it obviously lowers it. It doesn't reset it totally, but it lowers it. So it's good to keep it up and dodge. And I don't think there's much else to do, so
That was some fancy shooting.
we're going to explore the guild a little bit. We're going to try and buy some stuff. We're going to go through around, make sure not missing anything, and then it's time to become an adult, unfortunately. We have to move on with our life and get out of the guild. All the comfort here that we've learned and sustained. We're going through making sure there's nothing for me to take or steal from those guys. We already destroyed the crows. Let's go talk to the salesman here, because he wouldn't talk to us when we were younger, remember? Alfie the innkeeper, he would not deal with us as kids.
Ready to help?
And he doesn't look like he has anything too juicy here other than that apple pie. But as you could see, when it's in red, that means it's more expensive than it should be. So one of the elements in this game is trading if you really care, like the beer keg and the crate of alcohol there. You can sell them at other traders who are, when it's more in demand, and you can make money that way.
The tavern.
It's not super efficient, but it's like a cheeky little system, like, you know, kind of first time trying it. And here we go. Here's a Guildmaster. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out next week's Fable Friday. Every single one of them is going to have fire edits. They're all going to be bangers. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to check out my Legend of Alandar series also. Very similar. All right, hasta luego.